Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Functional Strength with me, Anneliese. I'm coming to you live from Positive Choice Integrative Wellness Center. And I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Happy Monday. It is a beautiful Monday out. And hopefully you're feeling good. Today, we're going to spend a lot of time on the mat. So down on the ground. We're not going to start there though. But today we're going to utilize a strap. So if you have a belt, if you have a hand towel, a tea towel, anything to kind of give you a little bit of space, we're going to utilize this to really get into some deep stretches today. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So get one of that if you haven't already. Put it off to the side. And get marching. Let's get moving. Getting that blood flow up is where we want to be in our warm-up. Just moving that blood flow from our digestive system out into our muscles that are going to be working, so that when we do start working them, they are fully oxygenated. Good. Take a few deep breaths here. Big inhale. Fill up those lungs and let it go. Again. Good. One more. One more. Excellent. I want you to step wide this morning, toes out into your squat stance, and nice and slow, come down and press up. Weight in the heels. Excellent. Really pay attention. Where you got some tightness, do you have any pain? We're going to work on some muscles today to help with these squats. So if you've had any pain the past few weeks during this class, or you feel like your squats really aren't doing much for you, we're going to focus on some of the things that can make that better. Good. One more. And grab that strap. We're going to go for some shoulder mobility. Take it as wide as you need to. Straight arms, open up, and come back in. Keep those abs tight so that you're not getting an overarch in your back. What you don't want is this. You want a nice, steady core. Stretch comes through your shoulders. Good. You should feel that stretch through your pecs, through your chest. And hopefully, if you've been doing this class every week, you started to notice you have more mobility here. And one more. And then we're going to hold it up, and I want you to give me circles. And you're just at home. I can't see you. No one can see you. So if you don't get the circles immediately, that's okay. I know this takes like a level of coordination that you have to get used to. And now that you're somewhat used to it, we're going to change it because I want you to hold at the top, and then we're going to go the other way. And if your brain totally lost it, don't worry, that's normal. Good, give me one more and hold at the top. Good, and bring it on down. So you can hold on to it or you can drop your strap, but I want your feet about hip width, and we're gonna get some back and spinal warm up. So what I want you to do is bend your knees, press your booty behind you, and fold over. Good. Hands on the thighs. Round up. One vertebrae at a time. All the way up to the top. Reach. And come on down. Bend those knees. Fold forward. Hands on the thighs. Round up. So really getting some space in between those vertebrae, in between your shoulder blades. But you need to do it a little bit slower than what I'm doing it. This is your workout. It's your body. Take it a little bit slower then. It should feel good. Rounding on up. All the way up. Good. Shake it out. Shake it out. Okay, so we're going to go right into twists. We did these first time for last week. And what you're going to do is you're going to start with a backward lunge. So take that right leg, step back, come down. Up, step in. Now from the side here, step back, down, up, and in. modify here, make it a little smaller. You don't have to go down. You can make it very small, keeping the weight in that front heel. And then as you get warmer, you might find that you can go a little bigger. I like to feel that stretch through the front of my hip. Good. Let's do one more on each side. And now we're going to add a twist. So come down, arms out, twist. Towards that front leg, then come back, up. Other side. Twist. Good. And here. Big exhale on that twist. Allow your lungs to ring out. Shoulders are nice and strong. Legs should be burning a little bit. We get that glow going. We're through with the warm-up if you didn't know already. Good. Breathe it through, you guys. I can't see you, but I know you're with me. I know you're staying strong. Good. 2 more. Now last one on each side. Finish it up. One more. One more. Good. Arms up. Give those legs a break. Come to 90. Walk your hands in. So you have goalpost arms. Create tension. Lift up. Pull down. You're pulling away. So this is where it becomes important that there's no stretch to whatever you're using. That's why hand towels, belts work best. We're creating tension through movement. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Yes, is it starting to burn yet? Feel all of those postural muscles firing on the back of your spine, between your shoulder blades. Stand up nice and tall. And let's just say you don't have the range for this. Do it here. If your shoulders don't go that far back, that's okay. It's about creating and holding tension. Good, one more. Take it up. Give those arms a little break. We're gonna do those lunge and twists one more time. 2 sets this morning. Take that right leg, step back, twist open, and front. Back, twist. Breathe out. Stay with it, you guys. And if ever you need a break, take it. But then come back. That's how you get stronger. You get tired, but you don't quit. You just take a break. And then you come back strong. Good. 4 more. You got this. 3. And 2. Last one, last one. Finish it, finish it. Good. Shake it out. Put that strap down. Now we're going to go down to the ground, but we're going to earn our way down there. So, I'm going to put this mat out. If your mat rolls up on one side, it bothers you, weight it down. Okay. So, getting up and down off the ground. We tried these over the last few weeks, so we're gonna build on that. So come on down. Walk out on your mat. Hold here for a second. Now I want you to pike your hips. Come down into a plank. Walk it back. You can also do this on the back of your couch. You can do it on your kitchen countertops. Make it your own. You can do this against the wall too. So keep going. And really feel it out through your whole body. So we're getting stronger through our hands. Keep going. I'm going to show you what it would look like on a kitchen countertop. Same movements, a little bit less on the hands. Give me 2 more, you guys. Wherever you're at. Good, 1 more round. Get everything you can here. But this time, when you come out of the pike, stay here. Stay in that plank. If you want to, you can come down to your forearms. Hold that plank. We're earning our time down here on the mat. Pull those abs in. Elbows right underneath the shoulders. And you should be feeling some shakiness through your whole body. Pulling those abs. If you're feeling it through your back, pull your hips a little bit higher. How much longer can you hold it? Hold, 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 hold. And drop down to those knees. Good job. We made it down to the mat. Take those knees wide and sit back. Take a few deep breaths here. Stay there. I'm just going to wipe up a little bit of my own glisteniness. Sinking down deep into this child's pose. Stretching out the back. Letting that breathing come down. And then when you're ready, come on up. Come into tabletop. So tabletop are hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Nice and stacked and supported. And just starting with a cat-cow. Good. Use your breath. Inhale and round. Exhale and open. Good. And exhale. And round. And last time, last time. Find your neutral spine. Pull those abs in, retract your shoulder blades, and pull your shoulders away from your ears. Take your right leg out, plant it. Left arm up. Extend up if you can. Grab some stability here. Good, and come on down. Let's try that other side. So start by planting that foot. This is all about stability. And adding on as you feel comfortable. Pull those abs in. And come on in, other side. I'm going to switch towards you so that you can see where we're going with this. So stabilizing, stabilizing, and come on down and switch. Nice job, everyone. We're going to take some lateral movements to this today to add to our hip mobility, add to our stabilization. So you're going to come up on this side, right arm, left leg, and then extend out. And I'm sorry, you're on right leg, left arm. And then come back in. So now, right arm, left leg, take it up, get your stabilization, come out, come back center, and in. Opposite side. Out. Yes. So you may notice you might have some tightness in that hip. Don't worry about it. This is what we're working with. Excellent. Stay with it, everybody. You're looking good. You're feeling strong. It is a Powerful Monday morning. And come back. And then we're going to switch this up. So come on up, and we're going to cross the other way. So cross behind, and then come back. Good. Switch sides. Cross behind. Come back. Yes. So getting that nice hip stretch. And up. And extend. Working on our hip strength. Working on our hip mobility. Ah! I fell, it's no big deal. You guys fall at home, it's no big deal. No one can see you. Everybody can see me. So we'll just take one for the team. Good. Excellent, let's do one more on each side. Nice and stable. Lift it up. And again. And come on up. Come down. Sit on back. Good job, everybody. Grab some water. Towel off. Make sure you're staying hydrated. We're getting warmer here in San Diego, which means more and more water. All right. If you don't feel comfortable sitting like this, you can always come down into any seated position that makes you feel comfortable. I like this because I get a little stretch on my quads. I get a little stretch in my feet. So, while we're here, hands behind your back, open up, open through that chest, take a few deep breaths. Good, exhale. And come on down, just relax, relax, relax. All right, shake it out. Come on to a full seated position. I want you to sit up nice and tall. Okay, so your sit bones, the very pointy part of your pelvis, they are on the floor. Or you can do this in a chair, or you can do this, you can do it on your bed, but it's gonna be a little cushy. So it'll be a little bit more challenging. But you wanna feel like you're seated up nice and tall. I'm gonna turn to the side just so you can see. So sit up nice and tall, retract your shoulder blades down your back. And then lean back. This is option one. I got a little bit of support here. My feet are flexed. And I'm staying on those sit bones. What you don't want to do is retract into this. This is fatigue right here. Okay? Keep it nice and tall. And then if this is good, if this is challenging, stay here. If you want a little bit more, arms out. And I just want you to lift. And come down. Lift. And come down. Lift. Good. Lift. Never letting that back go. If you feel like you need a break, take a break. Remember, we take breaks, we don't quit. Lift. Good. And lift. And lift. And come back and hold. So I want you to find that most challenging point in your core. Retract your shoulder blades away from you. Pull your shoulders away from your ears and breathe. Hold, hold, hold. And now we're going to earn our way down to this mat. I want you to now collapse through your back. And peel that spine onto the mat. Go vertebrae by vertebrae. That's the challenge. That's the challenge. Until you're all the way down, and then reach up. Reach up. We're going to do that again. I want you guys to get practice with this. Bring your knees into your chest. Round out that back. Take some deep breaths. Now give yourself a little rock. Massaging the back of that spine. And come all the way up. I bet you didn't know you could get up so fun. Okay? Now let's peel that back again. So round that back, and I want you to vertebrae by vertebrae. Touch every vertebrae in your spine. This is the challenging part because you kind of got to tuck that pelvis and open up. Good. We're going to do that one more time for good measure because you're going to get better at it. First, stretching out that back. Give yourself a little rock. Good. You can make that rock really big if it feels good. And then hold it up and roll yourself down. Challenge yourself. Control every inch of this movement. Yes. Don't let go, don't let go, don't let go. And extend. Nice job, everybody. One more rounding of that back here. This time I want you to give yourself a big hug, squeezing yourself into the tightest little ball. And then come on down. Resting your head, resting your feet hip width. Just scooch a little bit here. And we're just gonna go into those hip lifts. So heels stay down on the ground, pressing through the glutes, pressing the hips up to the ceiling. Good. Now up and hold. Hold, hold, hold. We're gonna do a chest opener here, because why not? We have the space here. I want you to take your hands and reach underneath and try to grasp those hands. Now, if you have a belt or a strap, this is a good time to get that. So if we can't bridge that distance with our hands, bridge it with the towel, bridge it with the strap. That's what it's there for. And press through those hips. Allow those shoulder blades to tuck under you. You can move. This is all about strengthening the glutes and strengthening the quads and all the muscles that support your knee, but without putting pressure on the knee. How are we feeling? Those glutes should be screaming at you a little bit right now. Good. Take those hands out to the side. Lower on down. Very good, very good. Back to hip lifts. Lift up. Squeezing those glutes at the top. If you have any weights at home and you feel like you need a little bit more resistance, you can add those weights to your hips. But because we're doing functional strength, we're going to make this more challenging without adding extra weight, but we're going to make extra challenge. So I want you to cross that leg into a figure 4. Now this might feel like a good stretch. And you might want to move that foot that's on the ground towards the center of your body. It'll give you more stability. And I want you to press that heel into the ground and lift up. Your hips should be nice and level. And the primary worker is still your glutes. You might feel it in your hamstring. You might feel it in your quad. But I want you to mentally engage with that glute. Turn it on. I think a lot of times we get very comfortable not using our abs and not using our glutes. And then we create an imbalance that doesn't allow our body to hold itself up without injury. So having nice, strong glutes will help your back and your knee. And I want you to come up and hold, and lift, 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 lift. Squeeze that glute, squeeze that glute, squeeze it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down, switch sides. Very nice, you guys. And the nice thing about these figure 4s is that you get that nice glute stretch as soon as you're done with that side. So reposition, cross over, and when you're ready, lift. Getting in to this glute right here. And what I want to encourage you to do is make any adjustments. All of our bodies are different. So exactly where you need to place things is a little bit up to you. But the goal here is glute engagement. I don't want you to feel it in your back. I don't want you to feel it, well, mainly in your back. Although you might be getting a little fatigued through your core here, but I want that booty to be the main mover. Maybe a little quad, maybe a little hamstring, but really focus. And make sure that your hips are staying level, that you're not coming out to the side, that you're really controlling that. And it's a straight up, straight down motion. So you know what's coming, right? Because we did it on the other side. Up and hold, and pulse, pulse, pulse. Small movements, grab that control, up, up, up. Yes, 4, 3, don't let go now, 2, 1, drop. Good, uncross. Take your feet together, drop open through those knees. Hands behind your head, relaxing your head into the crook of your hands. Let your elbows come out to the side. And I just want you to lift and down. Letting those knees fall open. Getting a nice crunch while we give those glutes a break. Maybe feeling a stretch through your inner thighs. Good. Exhale. Exhale. Four more. Take it up. There's 3. There's 2. One more, up and hold. Hold it here. Actively relax your head and your hands. Maintain that height through your abs. And breathe. Don't let go, you guys. You look great. You're doing wonderful. And let it go. Good, extend those arms out to the side. Bring those knees into the center. Let's get a little twist here. So drop those knees away from me. I'm dropping my knees away from you. Keeping your shoulders on the mat. Looking towards me. And now I'm going to take my hand and add a little bit to this so that I can pull that hip down, but still keeping my shoulders flat on the mat. Deep breaths, engaging in. And come on through the center. Let's go to the other side. So now you're going to drop your knees towards me, extending your hand out away, and add big deep breaths. Good. Now keep your knees where they're at and roll completely towards me onto your side. We're going to get into those glutes a little bit different way today. And these are called clam shells. They are something that we all should do at some point or another because they really help stabilize our knee and our back. So what you want to do is knees slightly in front of you and keep those soles of your feet together and you're going to open up. Now this should be a little tiny movement. If you find yourself rocking back to get more range, don't do that. Tip your hips towards me and primary mover should be this glute. And we're going to start off with these today, and then we're going to get a little bit heavier into the hip and the core stability. So if you guys aren't feeling it by now, today's class is a lot of hip and core stability. This is what we're doing today. Twists, spinal mobility, core and hips. Good. Hopefully this is starting to burn a little bit. It should be in this side booty. If you're feeling it in your quad, if you're feeling it in your hip, I want you to just tip your hips forward and really try and isolate that glute. We're almost there. Good. 3 and 2 and 1. Now lift up, straighten out. Flex that foot. You should feel a nice stretch through that hamstring. And now lift up and take it behind you and then come back and drop down. Now here's the challenge here with this, other than the leg movement, is that I've really got to stabilize my core so that I'm not doing this, right? This is really easy if I'm just kind of like moving my upper body with this. Stabilize your upper body. Excellent. Focusing on the range of motion through that hip. You should feel a stretch through your hamstring and then a stretch through your front hip flexor. And drop. Keep that leg flexed and engaged. Excellent. Good. And drop down and up. Let's do one more. Stabilize, stabilize, stabilize. Good, and drop down. Now, stay here. Keep that leg planted. Open up and twist. Now what you may notice here is some tightness all along the side of that leg. And all the range you thought you had with the bent leg is gone. That's okay. We want to dig into the tightness that is the IT band. And re-unroll yourself. Bring that leg back, hand down, press it up, switch sides. If you need a head support, this is good for that. Okay. Bring those knees in front, tilt your hips forward, plant those soles of your feet together.
Yolanda's here.
And then lift. Hi, Yolanda.
How are you doing?
How am I doing? I'm doing fine. I am sweating. I am just playing around, working hard. My booty's burning a little bit from today's workout. Good. Remember, if you find yourself getting lots of range and feeling it more in your quad or in your back, I want you to tilt your hips forward. You might think you're stacked, but you're not quite stacked. So err on the side of caution and tilt yourself a little bit more forward than you might think. Squeeze that glute. Squeeze.
She's doing good too.
Oh, good. If we're working out right now, we have to be doing good. Excellent. And if you want to add more resistance to these, you can add a band right above your knee. Good. Squeeze that glute. Squeeze that glute. We're not giving up yet. We are not giving up yet. Squeeze it, squeeze it. We're going to get to fatigue. One more, one more. Yes. Now extend that leg out. Get a flexed foot. I want you to feel a stretch along the back of your leg, kind of on the side, right to the IT band and hamstring. You can place hand here, or you can place it here. Lift up, come back and squeeze. I like the hand right here. It helps me stabilize my core. But if you want that challenge, try not to move your core and don't put your hand down. It's up to you. It's where you're at today. Keep going, you guys. Good. Big deep breaths. big deep breaths, and when you're ready, bring that knee back in, roll yourself up, hand right here in front of you, let it help you up. Come on up. Good. So, big inhale. Reach up, open up through the front of those hips. Excellent. Excellent. So now grab your strap, grab a little bit of water. You guys got through the hard stuff. We're going to dig in, stretch throughout our hips. So, get your strap near you. And I'm going to fold up my mat so I get a little bit more knee cushion. Because what we want to do is we want to get into these hips a little bit. So readjust everything. You know, every time we change positions, everything has to be put back in its place. So I want you to take one leg, and I'm going to take my left leg and take it forward. And option one is to stay down here and walk yourself out. And square your hips. So we're just going for an opener of that hip. Good. So sink into it. And stay here. I'm just going to change positions so that you can see some of the ways that we're going to change this. So right here, we're stacked. I want you to take your left leg and walk it out to the side so that now we're wide. Okay? And you're going to press that hip down and let this hip open up. So we're creating space here. If you can't quite get down on the ground and do this, you can be seated and press your elbow into your knee from a seated position. That will allow a similar stretch through your inner thigh, through that hip. And if this feels good and you want a little bit more, guess what? You can come down to forearms. But we're allowing that hip to open up. And if this is too deep for you, that is fine too. Working out is all about your body. It's not about doing anything other than that. Okay? It's about meeting yourself where you're at. I want you to come on out of this, and let's go to the other side. So, starting with the basic, taking that right leg out and press down. And remember, starting in a nice supported position. If you want, you're always welcome to come up here. This is a little bit more challenging. You get a little bit more space in that hip. But we're just going to hang out here and allow that hip flexor to let go. Okay? A lot of times when people deal with injuries around the hip, around the knee, and the back, a lot of it has to do with weak glutes and tight hip flexors because it is the nature of our life sitting most of the time. So one way that we can correct a lot of the damage that we do sitting is to open up the hips, tighten the glutes. Now, come on back down if you're not already. Walk your foot out and allow that knee to fall open. So again, if you're in a chair, press. Press that heel down. And if your body allows it today, you can come on down to forearms. This side for me is kind of not having it today. It's a little bit tight. I can feel it. But that's okay. We're going to ease into that tightness. Take some deep breaths. Relax as much as you can. And now hands come back underneath you. Press it on up. And walk it on back. Good. Don't get caught on the mat. Unroll it back out. We're going to end today flat on our back. Grab your strap. If you did not enjoy those hip moves, you will enjoy this. We're going to isolate that hamstring. So I want you to take your strap So you may not get as close as you would otherwise. That's okay. Keep your foot flexed. Don't bend your knee. And pull in. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting a nice deep stretch right about there. I think a lot of my flexibility in the forward fold comes from my back and my spine. I think I have a lot of flexibility there and not a whole lot of flexibility through my hamstrings. So that's why this stretch is nice, because it will really isolate your hamstring, which also can contribute to knee and hip imbalances. Our hamstring is another muscle that stays tight while we sit. So elongating it becomes really, really important. And as your muscle relaxes into it, see if you can get a few more inches. But if you start shaking, you've gone too far. If your muscle is shaking, let it go a little bit. Stretching should feel good. It should not feel like extra work from the workout. All right, relax that on down. We're going to switch to the other side. Make it easy on yourself. Good. Now start with that foot flexed. Straight leg. Your knee is a little bit soft. You don't want your knee locked out. And just ease into this. I know that one side might be tighter than the other. Take deep breaths. Listen to the music. Maybe the music you have playing or the one that's going on here. And extend that heel. And as that muscle relaxes into it, pull towards you. Try not to lift your pelvis off the ground. Remember, we're isolating that hamstring. So the goal is not how close you can get it. It's how much of a stretch can you get for that hamstring. Good. And then slowly ease on out of it. Take that strap off to the side. Take your knees into your chest. Big round out. And then we're going to use our trick to come on up. So roll on that spine one more time. One more big one. Come up seated. Sit comfortably. Hi guys. I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute. I was looking at the ceiling. Roll out your shoulders a little bit. Get some space. Take one more big inhale. And exhale, let it all out. Good job, everybody. Thank you for joining me this Monday morning. Join us for the rest of our live classes all week long right here, and I'll see you next Monday.